Hello everyone, how are you all? I hope you all are fine and safe at your home. Okay, so today we will learn about tall trees. This is the name of a poem named Tall Trees, right? So it is written by whom? By Eileen Mathias. Okay, so this is the poet. Who is the poet? Who is the poet? Who is the poet? A person who writes poems. Right, so take out page number 23. Page 23. So, Tall Trees by Eileen Mathias. So, you can see here a tree, right? So, first I will read the whole poem. Then I will explain you. I hope you have written the first 8 lines of the poem. Have you written? Okay, very good. So, with their feet in the earth and their heads in the sky, the tall trees watch the clouds go by. When the dusk stands quickly, the birds too rest. The tall trees shelter them safe in a nest. And then, in the night, with the tall trees peeping, the moon shines down on a world that's sleeping. So, as the very name suggests, tall trees, we come to know that this poem is all about what? Trees, right? So it is about tall trees. Trees which are very tall. Okay. So this poem is about trees which are tall. Tall trees. Okay. So with their feet in the earth. So dear students, can you see feet of a tree? We have feet. We human beings have feet. But do trees have feet? No. Right. So here the poet Eileen Mathias has compared the tree with human being. Now who is the human being? A person like you, like me, right? We are human beings because we have eyes, we have ears, we have head, we have hands, legs, feet, right? So we have what? The qualities of human beings. So this tree also have the qualities of human beings. That is why the poet compares the tree with human beings. Okay, it is saying that with their feet. Like we have feet, okay. But which part of the tree is compared as feet? So the roots of the tree are compared as the what? Feet of the tree. Okay, now, and their heads in the sky. Heads, we have heads. Which part of the tree can be considered as heads? The top of the tree, like the branches. The long the branches are, yes. So this is what? The branches, the leaves, yes. These are what? Considered as head, right? Head of the tree. So the tall trees watch. Now the tall trees watch. Watch means you're looking, right, somewhere. So we have eyes. Do you think the trees have eyes? No, but yes, as the poet has compared it to human beings, it is also saying that they have what? Eyes. Yes, they can watch, they can see what? The clouds go by. They can see the clouds go by because they are so tall that they can see the clouds go by. Okay. So, as we stand on our feet, the trees also stand on their feet. Okay. And their heads, what? The branches are what? Their heads. So, they can see the clouds go by. Okay. Understood? Next. When the dusk stands quickly. Now, dusk means what? So, in the evening, when the sun sets at the time, before it is completely dark, that time is called what? Dusk. So, when the dusk stands quickly. So, the time, what? The dusk, the time of the what? Dusk, it stands quickly, what? The birds to rest. So, dear students, in the evening time, have you seen group of birds flying towards their home? Have you seen in the evening time a group of birds, a flock of birds flying towards their home? Now tell me, where is their home? Their home is where? The birds live in a nest. So, nest is what? Their home. But where they build their nest? Where they build their nest? They build their nest where? In the trees. So, the trees provide them shelter. Okay, the tall trees shelter them. So, the birds, they go to rest. Yes, they go to rest. So, where they go to rest? To their nest. And the nest are where? Where? In the trees. So, the trees provide them shelter. Shelter means we are at home. We are protected from bad weather. Yes, from enemies, everyone. So, same way the birds are also protected in the nest. In their nest. And the nest are where? In the trees. So, that is why it is saying that the trees protect them. Gives them shelter. Yes. Okay, and they are what? Safe in a nest. Is it correct? Yes, they are safe because they provide them what? Shelter. The trees provide them shelter. Okay, next. And then in the night, after the time of dusk, when it is completely dark, now what is the time called? It is called what? Night. Right. So, in the night what happened? With the tall trees peeping. Peeping means looking. Okay. So, in the night with the tall trees peeping, that means they are looking, the moon shines down on a world that's sleeping. So, at the time of what? What? Night. Yes. When the moon shines, at the time of night what you see? The moon shines brightly. Yes. The trees at the time what they do? They look the whole world. At the time whoever is sleeping. So in the night when every one of us are sleeping, the trees are doing what? The trees are peeping. That means they are watching, they are looking over the whole world that is sleeping. That means they are awake. Like a what? Watchman, right? In the night. So they are awake. Okay, they are awake and looking over the whole world that is sleeping. We are sleeping or not? Yes. So have you understood that from beginning what we have understood? That the poet compares the roots of the tree as their feet. And the branches, the leaves, they are considered as the head of the tree and they can see the clouds go by. Right? And then what happened? At the time of dusk, that is when the sun sets. At the time, what happened? The birds go to their nest. The birds come and go to their nest. And the nest are where? Where? In the trees. It is built in the trees. So that is why the trees provide them shelter. In the night time, what happened? The trees, we all are sleeping, right? So the trees, what? They are peeping. They are watching the whole world that is sleeping. So have you understood, dear students, that the poet is comparing the trees with what? Human beings. It imagines that it does the work of human beings. It protects us, right? Human beings also do, right? Watches. Yes. So in that way it compares to human beings. So dear students, we come to know that the trees are so tall, they seem to be very close to the clouds that they can see what? The clouds go by. Right. So same way it is telling about human beings, that a human being, like we can say that a person with power, with money, a person with what? Money, or who is what? Very high in position, they seem to be very proud sometimes, right? So the person who is in power, who has power to do anything, right? She must not forget that she is an ordinary person, that their feet is where? In the ground. So the trees are, though they are what? Very tall, their feet are where? They stand what? On their feet. That is, their feet are what? Roots. So a person also same way should not forget that they have their feet on the ground. So we should be like trees. Okay? Understood the poem? It is a very beautiful poem, right? So I hope you have understood. In the next class I will give you the question answer. Okay? So thank you everyone.